Alright, this is going to be another helpful video for those of you that love Amaterasu. This is going to be an ultimate in-depth guide for how to use Amaterasu in Divine Knockout. Okay, now let's get into the guide. Her first ability is called Sunseeker Dash. This ability is a dash that does 6 damage with light knockback, and enemies hit with the uppercut are launched in front of you and it does 10 damage. Her next ability is Heavenly Strike. This is a pretty cool ability because it launches her forward and knocks enemies in the opposite direction, does heavy knockback, and does 8 damage. Really good ability. Sunlit Uppercut is another really good ability. It launches you in the air, and also if you hit an enemy with it, it launches them in the air, and it does 6 damage. Really good ability. Final Light is her ultimate attack. It sends a ray of light forward and does heavy knockback and does a lot of damage. Really good ultimate ability. In my opinion, it's not that good compared to the other gods. It's a really short range, but that's for another video. For now, her basic abilities we're going to be going over in the practice mode, but for now we got Talents. Way of the Blade dodges travel further, and your attacks deal additional 2 damage when all abilities are on cooldown. Right? So when all abilities are on cooldown, she does more damage. Next up is Spark of Brilliance. Hitting multiple gods with Sunseeker Dash or Heavenly Strike or any of her abilities reduce all cooldowns by 2. Right? That's another ability that she unlocks at level 7. Really good ability. Now for her minor traits, out of nowhere, the second light attack, air light attack, deals additional 6 damage. Did I say 6 damage? It says 5 damage. Sorry, I'm reading this with you guys. 5 damage and 15% knockback. Absolute Dashing. Heavenly Strike grants an ability. Additional ultimate charge and doubles when hitting an enemy. You guys can go through and read all these. Pause the video. But basically, you unlock these as you level up her God Pass. And they're all different types of really cool abilities for Amaterasu. I don't necessarily know which one's the best. If you read through them, I can give you guys later on a build for Amaterasu, my build. But basically, the ones that I have on her right now is the ones that I use. Architect Reward. Now, this Greater Blessing is the only one you're going to be getting for a while until you get to God Pass level 15 for any hero. And I believe you can use them interchangeably. So each god, you can use them on each god. Right? And also her lesser blessings, or any god's lesser blessings, I believe you can use these as well for any god. Pummel is a pretty good one. Weak Spot's also a pretty good one. I equipped the weak spot on her because she does a lot of critical attacks. Amaterasu. Comeback's a really good one. Pummel's also a really good one. They're all pretty good. Just take a chance and pause the video and read these, and pick the ones that are best for your play style. Okay. When you first get the game and you first get Amaterasu, she's one of the basic 4 that you get when you first start the game. And when you first start the game, she's one of the ones I recommend besides Hercules. Next up, we got the God Pass, right? Amaterasu's God Pass. This is, if you take a pause, you go through all of it. It ends off with her gold skin, which is really cool. I can't wait to unlock the gold skins for all of my gods. It's going to be real good. It's going to be real good. But you level this up by leveling up the god and playing matches. Winning matches. Winning matches give you more XP. Losing it will also give you XP. But winning matches give you more. Now, we're going to be going into the practice mode. And we're going to be going over her moves and what they look like. And I'm going to give you a couple of my thoughts on how Amaterasu is and how she plays based on her moveset. Now, this is her light attack normal attacks, right? On the ground. Her normal ground attacks. That is her heavy attack. If you press triangle, that's going to give you the heavy attack right there. By pressing triangle. It has a lot of range. Like I'm showing the range right now. That's her hold triangle attack. It's also a really good ability for closing the distance. I use that quite a bit on Amaterasu. It's a really good ability. Holding triangle will give you that hold heavy attack. Her light, well, not light, but you don't hold the triangle ability. That's also a really good move. It has a lot of distance, I mean. Her first ability right there is an ability that is really good for closing the distance, but it's also really bad in my opinion, because it doesn't. You have to be really accurate on the PS5, right? But if you are accurate, I'm showing here that you can't be you can't be close to your target when you're using your first ability. It just does damage. You need to be having a little bit of distance in between you and the enemy to get that uppercut in. Next up, she has her second ability. This ability is really good in my opinion, because even though it doesn't have any combo potential, and I don't think she has any combo potential from that, it does a lot of knockback. Her third ability there, her Sunseeker uppercut, or not Sunseeker uppercut, but the uppercut, right? This uppercut ability is really good for starting combos. That's going to be her bread and butter. Her ultimate ability, I don't really like it that much, but I get caught in it quite a lot. If you like it, I'm not saying it's bad. It's a really good ability. It does a lot of knockback, really big damage, really good ability. It's just really short range for me. I like more open range stuff. Now, I'm going to go over a couple of stuff that is her bread and butter. As you see right there, she does her light normal attack in the air, followed by a heavy attack that knocks people in the ground and spikes them, right? That ability is really good. That's mainly what she does. That's mainly Amaterasu right there. She her light normal, and then it ends off with a heavy normal, or heavy attack after the normal, by just tapping square once and then pressing triangle after that. Sometimes you want to use double square to get a bit of distance to make them push towards the wall, towards the edge, but it doesn't necessarily it's not necessarily needed, right? These are a bit of my clips just to show you guys a bit more gameplay and real life situations of how I use Amaterasu, and it's the best ways you could take from this video how to play Amaterasu, right? This match in particular was really cool, because like at the end of this clip here, it's a pretty cool, at the end of this match, right? I came back and I won based on luck, but it's based on what you should be using Amaterasu for. Like, I don't claim to be the best Amaterasu player out there, but you know, I try. I just got this game and I'm enjoying it, and you should enjoy it as well, right? As you see there, I'm just, you know, using light attacks. Her hold triangle attack, her heavy hold triangle attack, is a really good ability. One of the best in the game, in my opinion. Athena is also a really good one, in my opinion, for closing the distance right there. Because Athena also has a hold heavy that does like a two-prong attack, two-string. It does like 2 attacks instead of just 1. And that's a really good ability. See the range right there in the ultimate? Her range in the ultimate is not that good, but it's really fast. It's a really fast ability. Just lost the match right. I mean, lost those 2 rounds right there. It's okay. I come back. You know, Amaterasu is not my favorite, not my main, but I do know how to use her. And if you guys are better Amaterasu players out there, let me know in the comments how to properly main Amaterasu, because I would like to learn. Because she is apparently, based on other YouTubers' tier list, a really good like god. Like, people say that she's just godly. She you know, everyone in the game has their like people that can play them godly, you know. Just people that really practice and that just fits their play style. They play better than other people that don't really like that play style. But I do like Amaterasu. That was lucky. If she does not have invulnerability and immunity in her ultimate, she would have died. I would have died right there. Lost the whole game. Now, that's another thing I forgot to mention in the practice arena, that her ultimate gives immunity. I don't think it said that in the description either. But yeah, this match was really good. It was a really cool match. Like, when you play the game more and more and more, and you see other good players play, and you lose and you lose, you'll get better. That's the name of the game. Just keep practicing, keep playing, and you will get better with Amaterasu or any character. But this guide is to help you understand some of the combos that she likes to do. If you're new, this guide can help you out. If I'm the one of the videos that you watch, this guide can help you out. I will be making guides on other characters as well in the future, day by day. And also, there's gonna be an update video coming out soon. Stay tuned for that because there's a new god coming out called Zeus, and I'm excited to try that out and make a combo in-depth guide for Zeus. See, coming back. I'm coming back. This is a clutch game right here. Make sure you GG just to show your communication, you know. Because I've had some games. I'm gonna show that in my videos. I'm gonna show people just give up half the game. They just jump off the map. They don't want to play anymore. It's funny, but just looking at this gameplay here can give you some ideas of how Amaterasu plays. So you guys aren't left empty-handed. See right there, her first ability, you can combo into her first ability quite well if you can land it. If you can get that uppercut in her sunset dash, you can get some pretty sweet combos in. You'll see in this video, I tried to go full like aggressive with that dash and go off the map with the dash. Sometimes it's a bit dangerous, but you gotta, you know, take the chance out there sometimes. Take the danger. It's just a game. Look at that. That move right there was so lucky. But when you're coming back onto the arena, I showed that in my beginner's guide that using a light attack and then a heavy attack will get you onto the arena, also with a dash. But when I use that heavy attack, that's her spike ability. So apparently it locked on to her and knocked her off the arena, which is a pretty clutch move. Saved me the game. Thanatos is a hero or god. I keep calling them heroes. A god that I hate to fight because he's so broken. They need a. I mean, I'm gonna go over the update because they did do a lot of patches of nerfs and stuff. So I'm gonna see what they actually did to Thanatos because he is toxic to society because he can fly. Well, I'll go over that in my in-depth guide. Make sure you guys watch that. A lot of the tips were in the beginning of the ultimate guide for Amaterasu in the beginning of the video. So if you guys have made it this far, I appreciate you. I'm sorry if it sounds like I'm just rambling, but at this point, I just want to, you know, put a bit of input on what the gameplay we're watching is, so you guys understand what I was thinking during these times, and so it'll help you out. See right there, I kept a little distance in between me and Thanatos right there, and used a heavy attack. This can be helpful for any god you're using. When they're going in for an attack, you want to keep a distance. It's like more of a footsies type of technique, where you keep a couple feet in between you and their attack. You kind of predict what they're doing, and then you counterattack with a heavy attack. It's a really good ability or a good chance for you to get a lot of damage in for the counterattack, right? So that's a pretty good strategy you could use anytime you fight with any god. It's any fighting game, really. You gotta keep the distance. You gotta anticipate what they're gonna do, and then counterattack with another ability, right? But yeah, a lot of the stuff in the beginning of the video. Now I'm just kind of rambling on, just because I want to show you guys these clips because I found them to be interesting, and hopefully you guys find them to be interesting. But at this point in time, I want to say thank you for watching the video. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. If you found this to be helpful, make sure you guys come in for the next guide. Maybe I'll be covering your next favorite hero. Amaterasu is not my favorite hero. Susanoo is. So when that guy come out, I'm going to be explaining the top best ways to use Susanoo because he's one of my favorites to use. And hopefully I can extend that helpfulness to you guys as well. Have a good day and enjoy the rest of the clips.
You look frazzled, friend.
You are the champion!
I'm the goddess of the sun and the universe. And you are?
Eliminate your opponent!
Should have worn sunscreen.
You are the winner!
Let me just tie my hair.